Good afternoon, guys. This is actually my second video because the first video I found myself just rambling. I don't know why. Too much coffee. So I need to stay on point. I need to stay on topic. I need to just talk about what I have set out to talk about, and I started to get on a little rabbit trail. So I had to stop the video and get back on track. So we're going to try to stay on track. I should take notes. I should write notes and have them next to me to take a glance, but I kind of just go off the top of my head. Anyways, Mama's been cooking, which is something I don't ever do. And it's just, I mean, if people knew, if my friends knew, they would be like, where's Anna? Who kidnapped her? We want Anna back. Anna doesn't cook. Actually, they might like this Anna because Anna cooks. But yeah, I'm making a turkey. I made some stuffing. I made some gravy, which I've never made before. Any of those things. Well, I take that back. I did make stuffing and a turkey for Thanksgiving. So I made the ham yesterday and lots of sides. So we got plenty of sides. But yeah, my mother-in-law is feeling much better. So we decided, let's cook that turkey and then maybe have some people over in the next day or two. Oh, she gave me the sweetest card I want to show you. Remember how I said that she told my son, the house is happier when your mama's here? That's what she said to him. She gave me a card and she wrote, Dear Anna, Dear Anna, the house is much happier when you walk through the door. The love, the laughter, and the happiness. Love you, Mother. Love her. She's sweet. She's I don't know how old she is exactly. I want to say 88, but I always say she's almost 90. So she's almost 90 and she has a lot of energy and very brilliant. She used to be a teacher, and I think she got sick by going out shopping and then the weather changing and just running herself down. And so but she's feeling much better. So I think she'll be back to her normal self in the next day or two. Anyways, my son had asked me if I've thought about getting a gun. And it was weird because I had been thinking about it. I have never thought about it before, never felt the need. I've always felt just divine protection over me. Wherever I go, I know that I'm being protected and or alerted, hey, there's danger. So anyways, my other son had asked me, my son, this one, had asked me, and now I had a girlfriend who called me out of the blue and asked me. And remember how I said before in another video that when I get a message from 3 different sources within a short period of time about something that I've been thinking about, it's just confirmation that it's coming from the Lord. And it's I pay attention to that, So anyways, my boys had asked me in the past and they just knew that I would always say no. So it was weird that they both had asked me within a day or two of one another. And it was the first time I said yes. I said, yes, I'm actually thinking about getting a gun. I'm not fearful. I'm not in that state of oh, I gotta get a gun, but I feel like the Lord's on it. And I feel like the Lord wants me to have it. And if nothing else, a lot of times, even just going out and shooting and, building your confidence and, like my friend said, competence builds confidence. So maybe it'll be a hobby. I don't know. We'll see. I've gone to gun ranges before. I loved it. I've shot guns before, so I'm not scared of them. My boys grew up having guns. I bought them soft air guns, paintball guns, and all kinds of guns, so I'm comfortable with them. I know my son had one that really looked like a real gun and felt like a real gun, and it was heavy, and it was a Glock, and it was we played with it, and so I feel comfortable with Glocks. And so but I was thinking, no, that's gonna be too bulky. I want something that I can also carry on me. And so anyways, yeah, it was weird that my other son asked me. Then I was literally thinking about my friend who I haven't talked to in months. Like, we've texted here and there once in a while. Like, maybe, I mean, I can count on my hands probably in the last 4 months, that many times, or 3 months, I don't know. But haven't talked on the phone, you know, and we used to talk daily. And I was literally like sitting here thinking about her, wondering how her Christmas went. And then I don't know if I was gonna text her or ask her, but I was having a conversation in my head with her. I don't know if you guys ever do that, but like, I literally was talking to her in my head. Please tell me somebody else does that too. It's almost like, you know, you have this conversation with someone and then you don't feel the need to call them. But I literally was having this conversation with her about Christmas and everything like that. And right then she texts me and she's like, hey, how was your Christmas? And I'm like, okay, this is weird. This is too freaky. Like, the timing was just crazy. And I'm like, okay, this is weird. I was literally just thinking about you. Not just thinking about you, but actually talking to you in my head. And so she called me right away and she's like, and we talked for like a couple hours, but she's like, hey, have you ever thought about getting a gun? And I'm like, okay, that's just weird. Like, both my sons just asked me yesterday and the day before, and now you're asking me, and I had been thinking about it. So anyway, she's like, yeah, I hired an instructor and I've been, you know, out shooting, and this is the one I'm gonna get, and all this stuff. And so she's gonna take me out, and you know, we're gonna figure it all out. And we're both gonna have probably similar guns because we are very similar and our size is very similar. And you want it to fit you. You know, I'm gonna try different ones to see what I feel comfortable with. But it would be nice just to have, you know, because who knows what 2022 is gonna bring, you know? Like, I don't fear for my life. I don't. But if God's putting it on my mind, then something's up. Maybe it's to protect someone else. I don't know. We'll see. So yeah, we're taking that route. Anyways, the other thing I wanted to share is, I don't know if you have noticed, I have a new necklace, but it's not just any necklace. It's a very unique, special necklace. Not just because my son gave it to me, but it's a security necklace. So it's from a company called InvisaWear. I know this is going to be backwards, but this company makes necklaces, bracelets, keychains, and what it is it's a security necklace. So you push the button, which is on the back, and if you're in trouble, it'll alert not only 911, but you can program like 5 emergency contacts in your phone. And so let's say I'm in a situation, and let's say I don't have my phone with me. Let's say it's in the rig and I'm walking the dogs and I come into a situation where I'm in trouble and I need to call 911. I press this, a 911 gets alerted. They know exactly where my location is. So it actually is paired up with your phone, but it'll tell them like where this is. And you can program up to 5 emergency contacts into it, and they all get alerted, and it gives them your, you know, exact location coordinates. And you can also pay for an extra program where I think it's like $20 a month. You can get it hooked up with ADT, which is a security system, and that way, let's say you are in a car accident or you're in a situation, you can push the button and you'll get an ADT operator. Just like if somebody breaks into your house, ADT gets called. So it'll connect you with an ADT operator who will stay on the phone with you until help arrives or until you've gone to a place of safety. So that's an extra service that it provides if you want to go above and beyond just the 911 and your emergency contacts. So this was a really like cool Christmas gift from my son. I thought that was just genius, because even though like I have him on my phone as far as like he can see where I'm at all times, so I share my location with him, I share it with my ex-husband, I share it with I have like, I say 5 other people that they always know where I'm at. And I've always told them, like, if my rig stops moving, you know, for more than a day, like, I'm constantly moving. So if it stays for more than a day, you know something's wrong. And most of them will follow me like on social media, so they know like if I'm at a different location. Like, I will share on there, you know, where I'm at. So if they see that I'm quiet on social media and this thing isn't moving, like, something's up, you know. And plus, I have a few people that check on me every day, like more than once a day. So my son and my ex-husband definitely, like, where are you at? How long are you gonna be there? You know, just constantly, morning, noon, and night. So I always feel like, you know, somebody knows my whereabouts. And but this is just really added protection, you know, because you just never know. I heard of one girl who got in a car accident and she actually went over a cliff, and she was trapped in her car and her phone went flying. She couldn't get access to her phone, so she's stuck there. And she had actually gotten one of these as a gift from her aunt and had remembered, so she pressed the button and 911 was called, and it gave her exact location, and they found her only because of the necklace. Otherwise they wouldn't have found her. So you know, you just never know. Like, let's say you're hiking or you're, you know, sometimes I don't carry my phone with me. You know, I'm not really good about that. You know, sometimes I leave it in the rig, or you know, just walk the dogs without it. I'm trying not to do that, especially after that one situation with that one guy at the park. So it's not often that I leave it any longer, but if I do, at least I know I have this for emergencies. It's kind of gives you a little bit of security. And so I just thought that was really just a perfect gift. So if you have somebody on your list, your nice list, not your naughty list, that maybe you want to give them something extra special, maybe, you know, Valentine's Day is coming up, that might be an idea. And what else? That's it. I think I covered everything. Everything's good here, and I'm just going to just chill the rest of the day. You know, we've got the turkey cooking for like at least 2.5 more hours, maybe 3. Yeah. And Mama's in bed, and my ex went to the store to get her some things, and so he's coming here to just spend time with her. He's such a good son. He loves his mother so much, and she loves him, and he's a really good caretaker. So she's very lucky to have him here. And he's always asking me, like, when are you coming back? You miss me yet? I'm like, no, I can't miss you if you can't let me go. So the last time I left for 3 weeks, which was the longest I've left. But I just was like, I love being on the road, you know? So before that, I was doing like 1 week off, 1 week on, 1 week here, and then like maybe 2 weeks at the most on the road. But yeah, the last time was 3 weeks on the road. And honestly, I was just like really content. Sometimes you feel like you need to go somewhere where it's like, okay, I just need to go, you know, relax and, you know, have hot showers and hot food and unlimited hot water and, you know, just the comforts of home. And I wasn't feeling that. I wasn't feeling like it was time. I was like really enjoying just being out. And it's kind of scary because there's times when it's like, I'm starting to become a little bit more content being completely alone. I've always been a loner, but I mean, I gravitate towards people and people gravitate towards me, and I'm always around people, but I love being alone at the same time. So it's weird. And I can be alone and not get lonely. And I've noticed myself like craving just being secluded. It's weird. But I don't think the Lord likes that. I don't think he hasn't created us to be alone, you know? He's created us to be a body and to connect. And for some reason, these dogs seem to bring that a lot. So I can't go anywhere without people wanting to connect because of my dogs. If it was just probably me walking alone, people would probably just ignore me or just, you know, do their own thing. But these dogs, I swear, they're like magnets to people. And good way and a bad way too. I've had guys that have just made a beeline to me and started asking me my dog's names and asking me, you know, if I live in this, you know, and just wanting to know a lot of information, and then starting, you know, walking with me, and then another one will come and like almost like cut the other guy off, and then they'll start walking with me, and then another one, and they tell me their like life stories. And I mean, I'm fascinated by people's life stories, but there's times when it's like, that's a little bit too much information for me. I don't know you. Don't know you. Anyways, but I like people, so it's okay. And people need to talk. Some people need to connect. You know, maybe I might be the only person that they see or meet that day. So I'm fine with it. Anyways, I'm going to relax. And this video got really long, 21 minutes. Sorry, guys. Okay, have a great day, and I will catch you tomorrow. Bye.